And happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. It is August 11th, 2020, and we are back with another episode of Quarters Without Borders. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. I know we had a little bit of rain here in central Ohio, but I think we're going to have a sunny day again today. So whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you happen to be watching from, I hope you had a great day or about to have a great day. Because life's too short not to have a great day. Well, we are jumping back in to Ghost of Tsushima. And who are we? What do we do? If this is your first time joining the channel, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to stop by, hang out with us. We're here nearly every weekday, playing games for a better tomorrow. We're playing our way through Ghost of Tsushima. This is only our third episode so far diving into the game. It is quite the overwhelming experience, but we are doing so on the hardest available difficulty. If you've seen the title for this stream, you'll know it's lethal difficulty, which really means lethal difficulty. And every time we die, every time we have to retry, we are donating another 25 cents to a charity. The charity so far is to be determined, but we are going to have quite the pile of quarters for them by the time we're done, because we have only had 2 episodes, and we are already up to $18. You heard me right. We are up to $18 already in donations. So this is a very punishing game. It's a lot of fun on this end. I hope you and the audience are having just as much fun watching it and experiencing it as we go. But without any further ado, we are going to jump right back into it. So we had quite the little adventure yesterday. Rather difficult night battle that we made it through. And we'll kind of take a look at our map here. Oh, we're in the middle of an adventure. I forgot. So the cost of iron. We're looking for Mongol tracks. There was a merchant who has an iron marker that allows him to move down the streets without getting stopped by the Mongols. But he may be in trouble. These bandits or the Mongols might have actually killed him. So we are hoping he hasn't.
Horse!
Sora. We are going to follow the tracks. Which apparently I can't. Okay, we're going this way. Ooh, it's beautiful daylight too. Look at it, it's like setting sun. I think it's late afternoon, evening time. The light pouring through the trees, the leaves raining down. So much detail. It's fantastic. Well, this just happened. This little slaughter just happened. So we want to approach this kind of cautiously. I don't want to dive in there too hard because the last thing I need is to get ambushed.
They turned off here.
They turned off here. They're not on the trail anymore. They probably didn't go to the rocks. Oh, there seems to be... That's the building on just... Whoa. Who is that? What the heck? That was a person that turned into a bear? Oh my gosh. Well, there's our first quarter for the day. The bear killed us. Was that a person that turned into a bear, or was the bear just standing up? Is it even going to be over there anymore? Oh yeah. Oh, it's standing up. Ouch! Dang. Oh my gosh. bear's just like destroying us. Okay. I don't even think I'm supposed to be going this way. I mean, perhaps. Where is our bear friend? We're ready. We are ready. There he is. That should have made him mad. Dang. Woo! The headshot. Ooh, I got some upgrades available. Oh, because of the hide. I have to visit a trapper to upgrade. Arrow capacity would be nice to upgrade. It really would be. And apparently there are tracks underneath the bear carcass. Wow. So that was challenging. I mean, one, just do not mess with a bear. He took 3 or 4 arrows to go down, and it wasn't until that headshot at the very end that I got him. Dang, that was intense. I kind of feel bad killing the bear. I mean, I got his hide, I suppose. It'd be cool if you could harvest the food to eat him. I like to imagine I did. Look at that sunset. That is fantastic. At least they stuck to the trail. There's a building up ahead. We got some folks outside. And there's a cart.
If they have the merchant, he's in there.
I don't think approaching on horse is the smartest idea. Can I challenge him? Apparently not. Dang. Dang. Dude has a giant hammer thing. My gosh, just kill me. Well, I guess it was a good plan to get off my horse.
He's in there.
I don't remember how to throw the kunai. So aim and fire. Oh, quick fire weapons is R1. But if I hold, that lets me aim. So I guess the kunai are just a quick fire weapon. I just hit R1 and it'll shoot them. I think I hold it, if I remember correctly, and it lets the screen go dark and gives me an option to like aim it. Kind of hoping it gave me the option to stand off. I'm surprised that's not a choice. Could certainly make my job easier. There we go.
Face me!
Big guy? Yes, this will make it a lot easier. Who's next? Any more? 3 down. Plus the guy I took out earlier. Who else wants some of this? Woo! Bam. Now that was cool. That was so cool. Oh. My shield thing goes like, my shoulder pauldron like goes into my face. Oh, he's still alive. We'll end his suffering. So that worked out really well. Getting the one assassination to drop one guy from the beginning. And then the standoff, taking out the big guy, that made it easy. And then the bow and arrow, finished 3 more of them. I only have 1 arrow though. Does nobody have arrows anymore? I gotta say, that combat encounter, that just, the way the combat plays, it's very satisfying. It's very unforgiving, but it's, I don't know, it's clean, if that makes sense. Alright, well, he's probably in the house. We're gonna do a quick sweep of the perimeter. See if there's anything worth grabbing. Okay, we're up to 8 arrows. Alright, go in the front door.
Right here.
Is there anybody else waiting to ambush you, though? Or ambush me?
Hold still.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Save your thanks. Your brother told me you work for the Mongols.
They promised to protect my family and our sisters if I carried supplies for
And
them.
now your brother is dead. He led the men who tried to steal your iron mark.
No. Oh, that fool. No wonder the Mongols thought I betrayed them. I never had any iron mark. Besides, they're engraved with the bear's name.
So no one else can use them. You're free to go. If I hear you're working for the Mongols again.
They'd sooner kill me. And I cannot face my family after this. I have nothing. Nothing. What can I do now? What do I live for?
Well, he's just a sad person now. Well, we did it. The cost of iron. Mission complete. Leveling up. We got a charm. Charm of advantage. It's an offensive charm. Ghost weapons deal 20% more damage. Let's do that. So we are stacked up on our charms right now. And a new gift is available. Fantastic. The nearest gift altar is going to be back at the Golden Temple. So we are going to finish. Well, I guess we could. Oh, there's so many choices. We could try cutting back across the river to this location, then head north to Golden Temple. Because we could get our upgrade, or our gift at that point. That would still mean missing Masako and her tail. I want to go up to here. We need to solve this incident at Hiyoshi Pass, because this should clear this little section of the island, which is really important. Maybe we'll still do that first. I think that's the plan. We're still going to worry. We're still going to knock that out first. Well, I feel kind of bad about this gentleman. Like, his life is pretty much in ruins now. Hang tight, man. You could always join my resistance. Oh, we got fireflies. I wonder what that glowing thing was. Alright, mission accomplished. turning late, becoming evening time. Which is a bummer because I don't know where the sun is. Well, there should be a road. If we follow the road we're on, it should go down the river, hit a T intersection, then we can follow it north and run it all the way up to here. Knock that out, double back, and cut up there. That's going to be our agenda for today. We must make back to the road. And this kind of feels like it's a road. It is. We're going the wrong way. This is the road we want to follow. We can do that. Like, the only survivor of that entire incident of the mark is the guy that it all revolved around. Like, everyone he cares about is gone. That's horrible. Alright. Look at that sky. I wonder if they took the time to go so far as to model the stars accurately. Not only the constellations, but the way they would have been in, what, I think the 13th century when this is taking place? Ooh, do we have a graveyard over there? Hang here, Sora. Possibly another cricket to find. It's a standoff.
Who will fight?
Oh man. Going for the archer first, really? Alright, who's next? Dang, through his shield and everything. Of course it's a big guy. We got another archer. Oh, we got a spear guy. Ooh. Nice. Look at that. Did it. No deaths on that one. Whew. And hear the cricket. Pick our kunai back up. That went really well. Starting to get good at this. Of course, then I'm going to get a combat encounter, and it's just going to screw everything up. Good morning, Mr. Magana. How are you doing this morning? Well, you had to work. I am surprised that you are joining us for the stream this morning. Either way, though, it's good to have you here. Singing crickets, 3 of 20. It's so neat that it may be coincidence, but I found these cemeteries only at night. I mean, I know they're clearly here during the daytime, but we've come across them at night, which adds to the ambiance. Well, thanks for checking in. Doing some paperwork. Like, are you at work doing paperwork, or are you at home? All right. Let's move on a little bit. Continue up the road. We cleared a little Mongol grouping from the cemetery. Oh, if we can, we actually want to maybe go back to the last crossroads and take a left. Awesome. I hope your day's going well. I meant to ask, have you started another game? I know for a while there, a month or so ago, you were like on a huge kick. You were just pumping through the games. Anything caught your eye lately that you've started and played again? Just taking in the ambiance. Look at this. That's fantastic. There's something very relaxing about playing this game. When you're not fighting for your life, of course. Oh no.
I'm right here!
It's an entire caravan of them. And of course I'm not going to stand off the big guy, will I? Yes, I will. Fantastic. This will make this easy. One. Who's next? Big guy, please. Big guy. Two. Not gonna be the big guy. Yes. Three. Now that made it easy. Okay. Oh, you got a bow and arrow. Nice dodge. Done. Done. Okay, Avengers. That's coming out. We were just talking about it in the stream the other day, actually. That comes out, I think, in September, they were saying. Did you ever play the first Red Dead Redemption? I can't believe I did that. It's simply because the big shield guy was part of the standoff. That's what made it doable.
We're in this together.
In this together. But at least one less camp, or one less patrol of Mongols to worry about. The Avengers game does look pretty cool. So does Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption seems like another overwhelming game. Even more overwhelming than this one. That little tree right there, that's kind of cool. More people? Oh, they're fighting a bear. Maybe I should wait. Oh, they're not fighting a bear. The bear just murdered everybody. Woo! One shot. That was terrifying. I was like, I hope I kill him in one shot. So that bear just cleared all those Mongols out for me. Well, before you dive into Fallout 76, like, do some, like, there's been a lot of, I guess, press around that game and a lot of the glitches and problems around launch. Now, it's been a little while, so they could have ironed a lot of the stuff out. But considering it's an online-only game, it's definitely something that you wouldn't want to have too many issues with. It's just like a perpetual cycle. There's always boards coming up. Oh, the music's getting intense. More people?
Hey!
There's just two of them, though. This should be simple. Oh, they killed people. One. Next one. Two. Well, they killed this poor merchant person. Two poor merchant people. Even though we're not on like a mission per se, I feel like we've done a lot of really good stuff. Clearing like 3 or 4 different patrols on the road. Of course, not enough good because clearly those merchants didn't make it. But that bear, that superhero bear that came in and just cleared a group out on its own. And then I had to put it down, unfortunately. Is that more people over there? No, those are deer. Oh, and a fox. There's a fox tree. An Inari. Surprised he hasn't run off. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, don't run him over. Where are you taking me? Ooh. Cool. Found the little shrine, put some candles up. Wonder where he went. The last time I could pet him. Well, bummer. This time he must have just ran off when he was done, I guess. X1, good morning, sir. Good morning. No sweat. Thanks for jumping in the stream today. Thank you, thank you. The bear takedown was intense. The bear takedown was very intense. You might have missed the first bear encounter I had where I got wrecked totally by a bear. And that's what this little question mark was. It was a fox den. So we are pretty close. We'll go up to the road. We're going to go east across the river, and then there should be a way to turn left to get up to the incident at Hiyoshi Pass. How do you never fail to have puns? Like, our conversations on the stream, I've probably experienced more puns than like in the last like 6 months of everyday life. Alright, cross the river, and then head north. The sun's coming up. And then it'll be time to clear out that section. And good morning, Flanagan. I think I might have missed your first introduction in the chat there. How's your morning going? Oh, no standoff this time? Steak, my friend. Who else? Coming? Done. My bad, my bad. Welcome to the channel, though. Hope you're having a good morning. When you say technically at work, you mean like physically at work too, or is it still work from home? And can I just say for a minute, I feel like I'm actually getting kind of good at this. Like, that was a nice group. That was like 4 people. Alright, We're going to head north. We're getting pretty close to this Hiyoshi Pass. Well, that sounds like a nice morning. Sounds like a very nice morning. Alright, is this just going to be a fortress? A golden bird! How long is going to distract us? We gotta follow the golden bird first. Survivor camp. He's like leading us to the sun. How cool is that? Whoa! That was a cool jump. Wow, there's a ton of survivors. Well, who should I speak with? I mean, it's a survivor camp, but is there anything I can do to help you folks? Wow, look at that like cutting tool he's using. They just put it down, but
I hope your day is well.
so that's what this little area is. It's still undiscovered.
My sister said she saw a samurai fighting near here. But there are many samurai on Tsushima.
A family's escape. Toku, I hope you somehow find this. It was so chaotic when the Mongols came. I felt you grip my wrist and then nothing. I searched and searched, but you were gone. I believe you're still alive and that I'll see you again. Father is taking us to Kuta Farm, to search for safe passage off Tsushima. If you read this, hurry to us as fast as you can. Oh, so this is like a clan, and they're trying to leave, I guess.
May I assist you, my lord?
With merchant.
Lord Sakai, you survived the invasion?
So far.
So far.
Have we met before?
No, my lord. But I watched you ride into battle. Please accept this gift. If you wear it, they say a spirit will lead you to whatever you're looking for.
Sounds like something you could use yourself.
Not with Mongols prowling the countryside. But if it leads you to any flowers, bring them to me, or other traders. We can use them to fashion dyes.
I'll remember that.
Ooh, I have a lot of flowers. Traveler's attire, perfect for those with a long journey ahead. Wow, that is not armored at all. But it has a cape. Oh man, it has a cape. So this allows me to track artifacts with the guiding wind. Traveling clears 10% more fog of war on the map, and the controller will vibrate within 30 meters of an artifact. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? Well, I have to wear it for now. Although I'm about to go into battle. So when I go into battle, I'm going to have to switch it back out to the armor. Key items. Items of special significance found during your travels. Okay, the list of conspirators. The letter from Sadao. And the family's escape. Okay, so these are all key items. Oh man, all the things. I've only played it a little bit, but I can strongly recommend it. It's very enjoyable. It has a lot of really cool touches into it, and it's, even though there's grueling combat, it's actually very relaxing playing this game. Well, let's look at hats first.
If you can bring more, it's yours.
I can get a straw hat. Well, I need 20 flowers. I only have 14. I could buy a headband. I can buy all the headbands. Oh, I'm so close to getting a hat, though. We're going to wait for the hat. Armor dyes. Oh, so I can dye the armor different color. These are undiscovered armors. So I can change the color of the traveler's attire. We're not going to worry about the cosmetic stuff just yet. Save the flowers. Bow vanity gear. Crane's strike. I guess it just changes the wrappings on the bow. And sword kits. Oh, wow. You can make the swords look cooler. Look at that one. It's got like a tiger fur on the bottom of it. I know, I love the cape. I wish I could have the cape with the armor. Look at this. This is amazing. I want this. The sign of a true predator. The
If
prowling
you can
tiger.
bring more, it's yours.
That's a black one for shadow. The snow demon's eyes. Even in blinding snow, the demon sees all. And it's all white. The emperor's tears. The sea dragon's wing. It's got like stingray wrap or something. This is so awesome. I definitely want to get this eventually. The tiger. Oh man, there was so much cool stuff going on. You can now track new locations with the guiding wind. So this is a survivor camp where the merchant is. And the trapper. I still haven't discovered whatever that is. Oh, so the guiding wind lets me track these things. Which I don't even have to like put them on my like on the map. It just I can find Sashimoto banners, artifacts, records, singing crickets, and flowers.
You have my thanks.
Super, super cool. When I upgrade it, I get patterns. And it looks less beat up. Look at the cape.
Your victories give us hope.
How cool is that? So this little survivor's camp is... Oop, there's a person.
I'll do whatever I can.
Another
to help.
samurai? Alive? I thought Lord Jinroku was the only one.
I don't know the name.
He's in Kashine, my lord. I'm sure he would be happy to see you.
Okay,
I'm
any more
curious
people
to
we can
meet
get
him.
is better. Rumor location. The other side of honor. Someone mentioned seeing a samurai alive in Kashine. If another samurai made it out of Komodo Beach, I need to find out who it is. That's way up... Nope, that's not way up north, is it? Oh no, yeah. It's just to the west. So look at this dude while he's still cutting. This is a very interesting cutting tool. The way that axe is shaped. I'm sure it's like a traditional implement. It's just very unusual. Okay, so I've spoken with everyone I can speak with. There's a merchant here to come back to in the
Do you
future.
need anything, my lord? If you have hides to spare, I can offer you something in return.
Yes. So I can... Ammo and resources. Also, I can actually buy things. I can sell the things I have. For supplies. Supplies seems to be the currency, just the money, I suppose. Like the bags. I can upgrade capacities. Well, I definitely want to upgrade my arrows. That's an important. It's going to cost all 15 of my predator hides. But I'm going to add 4 arrows to my capacity.
Worthy of a samurai.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I need more for that.
Oh, I have 5 hides left. Can I upgrade my capacity? I need 10 to get more smoke bombs. Yes, I'm gonna have to wait. Well, I have more arrows I can carry now. Although it is kind of quirky because with the cape on, I don't have a bow on my back or a quiver. That's exactly where he pulls the arrow from. He just like pulls it through the cape. It's like magical. I like how I even upgraded. I have 12 arrows now.
Come back if you need anything, my lord. I'm happy to offer my services.
Well, this was well worth the Golden Bird visit. I have a feeling this little thing on the coast is going to be a haiku spot. And that may be very useful right before the battle. X1, it's my pleasure, my friend. It's my pleasure. Mr. Magana, nice Incredibles reference. I'm not going to wear the cape into battle. I'm only wearing the cape when on leisure time, I suppose. Oh, that's a cool looking thing. Okay, what am I looking for? It should be pretty close. It should be like right behind me. I would recommend it. A fox den. We found another fox den. Awesome. Now I get to chase a fox while wearing a cape. How cool is that? At least he's patient and he waits for me. Man, visually the game, like the colors and the contrast is fantastic. We go down the rocks. Way out here on the coast. How awesome is that? "4K HDR would blow my mind with this title." Oh, there he is. See, the foxes wait around. I must have missed the last one. And then he's gone. Somewhere. He's gonna go somewhere. I don't think he knows where to go. Like, I've got a 1440p monitor that I'm playing on, but it doesn't support HDR. So, I mean, this is just, and I'm streaming at 1080p, so you're not getting quite the full effect that I have on this screen up here. I just love the detail, like the leaves, how the leaves blow up. It's very unrealistic, but it just adds to the, like, the look, you know? Man. So cool. Okay, we are clearing out this little bit of the island. Another undiscovered location lies up there. I think, though, it is time. Huh. Can I not summon my horse right now? Oh, there it is. It's coming. Ooh, that was a cool mount. My cape should be blowing a lot more than it is. That was a missed opportunity.
Let's go, Sona.
A full sprint, your cape should be billowing in the wind. Okay, it is time to re-armor up. As cool as this is, we are going to jump up to our Samurai Clan armor. We're going to put our glowering COVID mask on, since we're about to break some social distancing rules here. Helmet. Because it's time to go to battle. Here we go. We are doing the incident at Hiyoshi Pass. The Mongols have taken the bridge leading into Hiyoshi Springs. It's stopping the people of Tsushima from traveling the ravine safely. I need to clear the bridge of Mongol control. Really? No standoff? Whew, you sure you want this? Like spinning attack. Good job, Sora. Put some distance between us. Well, perhaps we should scout really quick, just to get an idea of the defenses before we move in and frontal assault everybody. Okay, we got one guy, two guys, three guys. Three people is not bad. 'Cause if I can stand off, I can wipe three people immediately, instantly. I'm not sure what I have to do to trigger the standoff effect. Were there four? There might be four. So I'd like the standoff to happen. I don't want to just fight them. I'd like it to go into standoff mode again, because it would make my job a lot easier. It does just seem to be the four of them, though. Really? No standoff?
Negium Harsinta.
I guess we're just gonna fight? Done. Not as epic as I'd like it to have been, but I'll take it. If I'm even at the right place. No, I'm not. This is a little, just camp, I guess. We're not even there yet. Not doing things the easy way. I'm absolutely not about doing things the easy way, Mr. Magana. But I'm going to take every bit advantage I can get making it through this game. I know I made the announcement. I know I made the announcement at the beginning of the stream today, but just to repeat, starting today, today's only the second day diving into this game, and we are already up to $18 in donations, in quarters. Just starting the second day. For compare and contrast, we played 60 hours of The Last of Us Part 2. And came up with like almost $70. So in 2 days, we've almost like quartered what we did in like almost 2 months. So this is going to be quite the experience. There's those rocks on the roofs. Now, I do want to point out, pardon me, if anyone hasn't heard this yet, Mr. Magana and I were texting yesterday, and he let me know that The Last of Us Part 2, they are releasing an even harder difficulty mode. Exactly what he's talking about right now, right? So they're coming out, it's not out yet. And that's specifically why I make it clear that we are playing on the hardest available difficulty. because they can go back in and patch harder difficulty modes in, or sometimes they're locked. Sometimes they find the hardest difficulty you have to play and beat the game 2 or 3 times. Which I'm not opposed to, but for the sake of the channel, the hardest available difficulty is what we're diving into. But I don't know when the update's coming out, but The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out with permadeath mode, which means you get 1 death, and if you die, it resets your entire progress. They're getting permadeath mode, and they're getting the harder difficulty above survival called grounded. And it just makes everything even harder than it already was. Considering how much trouble we had playing through on survival, I can only imagine how difficult this new mode is going to be. And it is definitely something that I am not opposed to tackling on the channel if everyone wants to see it. I know we went through the game already, and maybe it'll be a game we revisit maybe in the future, in a couple months or so. But if everybody out there, if you want to see this, if you want to see us beat our head against an even thicker wall in The Last of Us Part 2, let me know. Leave a comment. A golden bird. Another one. Oh, you're taking me to the bridge. This is exactly where I need to be careful. You're going down the cliffs, though. I feel like there's a battle happening right now. Oh my gosh. I mean, people are like legitimately shooting at me right now. Oh my gosh. We are getting attacked. Oh! Golden bird, now is not the time. Oh, come on. There's too much happening. Oh, come on. I need to nail these shots. Oh. No sweat, X1, no sweat. Okay, the golden bird may have to wait. I don't know if jumping into the middle of a battle, trying to hunt the bird, is the best idea.
Be brave, Santa! We'll save you, my boy! Stop it, you animal!
Something really bad's going down.
My lord!
What's up?
They've taken the bridge!
Tell me.
We were running for Hiyoshi Springs. The bridge looked safe, but the Mongols were in the ravine. They started shooting from below.
Someone's injured.
Banta, my brother's boy.
They're using him as bait. Tell your family to stay clear of the bridge. I'll stop this.
The incident at Hiyoshi Pass. Okay, now we did see that beehive. I think I'm going to use that beehive to make my life a little bit easier. Yes. That should make things a little bit easier down there. Flying attack! That was super cool.
Jin, we looked him in the eye. With courage,
Oh man, the game's like reprimanding me right now.
cowards strike from the shadows.
But how cool is that flying attack?
Uncle.
Ooh. Jeez. Oh, come on. They got a lot of archers. That was kind of neat. That little flashback that happened. Okay, it's getting kind of overcast late afternoon. It's definitely more a fan of the sun. Wait, am I on the other side of the bridge, the river? Come on. Hit the beehive. There we go. Those 3 arrows, though. That was not good. Flying attack. My gosh. Can you imagine how hard a katana would go through a body at, like, body weight speed like that? Like, you would just go completely through the person. Alright, can I get across the river, or is it too deep? If I can swim. Oh my gosh. Get. Man, so many of them. I need more arrows. Oh, not that guy. I mean, that was cool. Oh my gosh. Like, there is an archer. I'm not doing so good. Get across the river. I don't have enough resolve. I can't heal myself anymore. Ooh, that one got me. That was only a matter of time. There are a lot of them. If I can just leapfrog them, it's totally doable. One at a time. God, I can't imagine getting killed that way. That's horrible. Now, can we go back up? To the other side. We're gonna do this systematic-like. Wow, he's up high. Ooh. Talk about a leap. That was some Superman stuff. Okay, now we can get back up again. There's another guy. They don't seem to be coming after me yet. This was a much better plan. If I can get across the bridge. Go, 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 go. Still one more above me somehow. Oh no, oh no. Made the jump. Is that it? Nope. Way down there. Ow. That's a heck of a jump. Ouch. My gosh, Jin, move. Like using their bodies as cushions.
That's the last of them. Boy.
Oh. That was tough. But we did it. Some verticality in that combat encounter. That was pretty cool. All right. Saved him.
They stop shooting!
It is over. Go to your family.
Thank you, my lord.
The bridge is clear!
Yes. Oh. They just run super, super fast. Okay, we can de-equip some of the equipment now that the fight is over.
The Mongols are gone.
Did they scream?
Their suffering isn't your concern. Take your family to Hiyoshi Springs. These roads are dangerous.
We will. Thank you.
Nice. Another one bites the dust, slowly liberating the island. Got 2 technique points. I think now would be a good time to spend some. Let's see if we can get some upgrades. We got a new charm. Moderately reduces damage taken while at 50% health or less. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that over, or choose it over the ghost charm. Because I really only use the kunai, and I don't use them for damage. I use them for the stagger effect. Charm of Unyielding 1. I'm good with that. Mission accomplished. They're gonna mourn for a little bit, I take it. The folks that didn't make it across the bridge. Nice, clearing it up though. Seems to be one little secret area over here. So if we cross the bridge and go left, and then left again, it'll take us up there. And that'll clear out this little wing of the island. Maybe I can find the golden bird now. Wherever it was taking me. See, it's right down there. I guess I'll just follow it right now, I guess. Shoot, where'd it go? I saw it. Mr. Begania, that is a good question, my friend. Look at this lighting. Isn't this fantastic? That's like a wallpaper right there. With the fog in the evening. Those new bamboos growing up, that's kind of cool. There's definitely pros and cons, depending on how you craft your story. Because, you know, something like The Last of Us Part 2 wasn't really open world. It's a lot more narrative driven. It's tightly focused. I think the game could have benefited from an editor to make it even more tightly focused. You get the gist. So there's not much to kind of detract from the main story. Certain games with an open world, the biggest thing is you have these side activities like what we're doing here that isn't really integral to the main storyline. And I don't think there's one that's better than the other. I think it depends on your intention. What is the developer trying to do with the game? And the context around, I guess, the narrative. So in The Last of Us Part 2, it didn't really make sense to have these side adventures. Specifically because the whole game was tied to a timetable. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3. And it helps to really keep the focus on the characters in the forefront and their motivations. Man, I lost this golden bird. I'm bummed about that. But with this particular game, I don't know, I think it kind of works. Because the narrative, right, is I need to liberate the island. And there's not really a specific timetable with which that has to get done. There's not like a doomsday clock counting down or a virus that's going to get unleashed. It's basically the Mongols have taken over the island, and at some point I need to liberate the island. So even with side quests, the bridge is swaying. That is a really cool little effect. And you can even see how my feet adapt to the terrain. That's nice. It's a little thing. But I think the kind of narrative they're telling in this game, I think the format really supports it. Because now these side quests, they might not be integral to the main story, because right now my main mission is to recruit like a team of samurai. So my main missions are the Jin's journey, the finding Yuna's brother, and then this, I guess, Straw Hat, getting the Straw Hat mercenaries. So I'm trying to recruit these teams.
That's my Sora.
But at the same time, it makes sense that since there is no time limit, like basically days and nights are cycling by, like it's just, you know, I happen to be patrolling and I'm taking out a patrol of Mongols and I clear them, you know, and I'm just slowly bringing back cleared areas to the island. I don't know, I feel like there are certain games where it doesn't work. There are certain games where an open world really goes against the tension or the building of the narrative. Of course, I can't think of anything right now. But for example, maybe there's like a mission. The main story mission is you have to go to this location and save this person because they're drowning. But then on your way there, you do like 10 side missions. Right? You're helping some lady cross the street and like finding lost cats from trees. And then eventually you make it to the person drowning and they're still drowning and you save them. Like that to me is where the open world kind of falls apart. Because now, you know, there is no time limit. That person drowning will never fail, and the mission won't actually start until you get there. But at least so far in this game... Ooh, there's some glowy stuff over there. At least so far in this game, we haven't really had a time-based main quest. It's another fox den. So, at least so far, I don't think it's really taken away from the experience, being able to do these little side diversions. And for what it's worth, the side diversions have been pretty intriguing. There haven't been any of them so far that I've been really disappointed with. They're really simple fetch quests. They've all had some character growth and development, and like they've all had something to do, and they've been unique. They haven't been the same thing over and over again. Now granted, we're still in the very infancy stages of the game, so we could be seeing some repetition crop up in the future. We could see it, you know, these time-based things I was discussing earlier come up in the future of the game. But for right now, I need to save my uncle. He's just being held prisoner, and there is no timetable. The Mongol leader has no intention of killing him. He's just hanging on to him, hoping that he can break his spirits. So as long as it may take me, I have that time. It's a really good question, though, Mr. Magana. And there are certain games that it really lends itself to, and there are certain games I think it takes away from. Unlocked a new charm slot. Fantastic. So we can get that old charm back in place anyways. There's the golden bird again. Hang on, I want to pet the fox before we decide to go. I already missed one. I know you're on a mission, golden bird. I don't get it. Sometimes the foxes are around. Oh my gosh, he's way down there? Like, will I die? That's the ocean, right? Like, that is legit the ocean. I don't think I can survive that. Oh boy. Well, here we go. We're gonna give it a shot. See, now that's exactly how it should be done. I think, and I haven't played a game that has done this yet, but I'm sure it does exist. But where if there is going to be a time constraint, your main missions... No, actually, you know what? The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask on the N64 is a great example of a game that has main story missions that are tied to a timetable, and you have side quests. And the side quests, you can do as many of them as you want, but that time that you spend on your side quests takes away from the main storyline. Now, granted, in that game, you can repeat the day over and over and over again, so you can eventually do everything and see it all. But even at the very end of that game, it is impossible to do every side quest and hit the main story beats in one 3-day cycle. It's impossible. The only way you can experience everything that game has to offer is to replay and replay and replay. So, I really think that's kind of... I don't know, that's like really the only game I can think of, at least that I've played, that has that effect. Okay, so we're going to jump off this waterfall, because the golden bird is down there. The question is, in real life, we would probably die. I mean, that's so far down you can barely see the bottom. But considering it's a game, I don't know if water is going to have that same concrete-like feel when you smack into it doing, terminal velocity. Wait, what is the Hans lands? I do not get that reference, Magana. Here we go. Oh, no, you die. Yeah, you totally die. So we're not going to jump like that. How we get down there, I have no idea. I mean, the golden bird very clearly wants us to go down there. Like, unless there's a way along the shoreline, like where maybe up here, it's not so much of a cliff and you can kind of mosey along the coast. Best quarter yet. It was worth a shot. I'm like, how cool would it be to just to jump down that massive waterfall? Oh, maybe I can follow him along the coast to the side here. Oh, there he came up again. What, I didn't have to go off the waterfall? Ah, Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards. That was a really good character. He did a great job playing that character. And creating someone that you hated but you liked at the same time. Oh, we have what seems to be the remains of a battle. Wow. And there's even a banner kind of left crooked up top. These are all samurai that fell. The Pillar of Honor. This is what the bird was taking me to. The Pillar of Honor. There's a sword here. Yasha's Embers. Beware the warrior's fiery vengeance. And we got a trophy for it, too. Wow, look how cool this sword looks. It's a great color scheme, the blue and the orange. Or the blue and the red, I guess. So I don't know, we have our family sword. The Storm of Clan Sakai. Like, I feel like we should be using this. But then you have this one, which is just awesome looking. Let's switch to it for now, just to try it out a little bit. And the upgrades carry over too. That's interesting. Even though we're using someone else's blade, it still carries our upgrades, so it's at the same level. Pillars of Honor. These pillars were erected all over the island by Tsushima's first Jito. They honor the samurai who gave their lives to bring peace and order to Tsushima. Collect sword kits from these pillars to customize the appearance of your blades. Oh, so it's not a new sword. It's wrappings and a scabbard. Oh, there's still like 3 more things off in the side. I don't know if you can see them behind the menu, but there are like 3 more little locked areas I haven't even discovered yet. Okay, so all I'm doing, it's still the same sword. I'm just changing the wrappings out and the scabbard. And even like I'm not sure what that's considered. The blade, the guard blade, the blade guard, the guard blade. What is that? The blade guard, that like metal handle. Because you still have the logo of the Clan Sakai is not there. It kind of goes with my armor, right? The blue and the orange. I'm digging that. Well, I can see myself using this for now. I'm honoring... Man, that had a little bit of vertigo there for a minute. With how high up we are. Kind of honoring these samurai that fought here. That's super cool. We kind of got distracted, though. We wanted to kind of clear out that little bit of smoke. How did you come from behind me?
Doing good, Sora.
Oh, great. And we got Mongols up there. A whole host of them, it looks like. There's even a guy on a horse.
Who will fight?
Let's do it. I think there was a guy on a horse. One. Dos. Face. There's a big guy in the back. Shields. Shields, huh?
Just ready.
Done. Done. So I'm very much a fan of the kunai, because when they come in with those shields to throw like a heavy attack, I can throw those kunai, stagger them, and that gives me a really great opening to then follow up with a blow of my own.
Over here.
Let me save you.
All right.
Komoda Beach was a massacre, but I'm glad you survived.
Where did they capture you?
My family's home on the Kashine shore. The Mongols turned it into a shipyard.
They must be repairing their ships, getting ready for their next conquest. Stay away from there until I've killed them all.
Lady Dragana, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. It's called the Suba, but it's the guard on any other type of sword. The Suba, okay. Destroy the shipyard. That's way over in the west. Dang. Oh, I had those technique points. I have 2 technique points. I should use them. quick little upgrade here, right? The thing was, there was just so many things I wanted to upgrade. Ooh, this reduces the concentration cooldown by 15%. Considering how often I use it, that could be very helpful. The Iron Will could be nice too, because it allowed me to get back up from dying. Let's do that. That could be very useful in fights. Save yourself from defeat when wounded. It costs 3 resolve though, so I can't have spammed all my health out. Hope you're having a great Tuesday morning though. Thanks for jumping into the channel.
I've lost hope. Thank you.
You are welcome, lady. You are welcome.
Good boy.
Are you going to be okay here in the middle of the woods at night? Hiyoshi Springs. We're pretty close to that little town, I guess. Okay, we want to follow the road, follow it straight across the river, past Yoichi's crossroads, and then we turn left and then left again, and we should cross a second river. Alright, it's late, and I know our stream is starting to come to an end, but let us... Oh, this is not the road, this is just moonlight. There's the road. Well, here's the first bridge. It's not I guess it is a river. Follow it around. You can. So there is a fast travel. Certain areas you can, certain areas you can't. So if you look, I put my little cursor there, it says fast travel at the bottom of the left side, the triangle. There were some areas, or at certain points of the game, maybe during missions, that it prevents you from fast traveling. I did make a comment, though. It wasn't today, but in games like this, I don't know. I'm not a fan of fast traveling. Very rarely do I take advantage of that option in games, because to me it's very immersion breaking. And a game like this especially, like just to take in the environment and like the random things that you can encounter as you're traveling from one place to the next. Like I'm not at the point yet where I feel like I want to jump into fast traveling, but the option is there.
Who will face me first?
This is Mongols again? I thought I cleared this already. Alright, well, let's do it. That guy has a big halberd.
Samurai!
One. Come on, big guy. Two. Who's next? Done. Well, I had cleared this camp at one point. Granted, there were a lot more folks here last time. This time there were just 3. So it was easy enough to clear. I've been in that cemetery before. I guess that's it. Not a lot of supplies. Whoa! Whoops. Total button mistake. I'm so sorry about that, Sora. Man, that person's impaled. Well, I think the sun is rising. Maybe. It's very bright over there. Alright, let's keep going. Should have enough time that we can get out there, finish clearing that little bit of the island. Is that a golden bird? I don't think so. It's flying awfully fast. Ah. Now I can see that. Now I haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn yet. But I can see that, especially if there's... I don't know. What's going on? Why are we in combat? Oh, it's those pigs. Ah, in the remaster? That's also a game that I have not played. The Golden Forest.
Are you cowards?
Another standoff. I think there's just 3 of them, so we should get this done pretty quickly. Good thing they telegraph their attacks very well. 2, 3. Man, how cool is that? And, you know, maybe as we get later in the game, and we have to start bouncing between, say, like, the top of the island and stuff down here, okay, I can get behind fast traveling. But I think right now there's still so much that we've barely touched, and there's so much cool stuff to find. I'm not yet ready to jump into the fast traveling aspect. Like at the end, especially if it's time to like just hunt artifacts, like if we were trying to go for a completionist run and find the rest of the little things, I could get behind that. You know, we're not really interested in finding all the little spaces anymore. It's more about just trying to tick off items on the checklist. Look at all the ships out there. I mean, I did watch you play a lot of Wind Waker. This is kind of cool. The Ariake Lighthouse. Very cool. This is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. It's a really cool lighthouse, though. As the sun is rising. Doesn't seem to be any supplies in here we can liberate. We're gonna have a great view of the coast, though. Ooh, I'm lighting the lighthouse. Although I guess morning time's not the best time to light the lighthouse, right? It's probably pretty cold up here. Well, we got some experience points for doing it. How cool is this? Don't know if I'd ever do that in real life, but those tiles look very slippery. Well, let's take a quick look at our stuff. Collections. Oh, there are 8 lighthouses to find. Tsushima has long been vital to trade and diplomacy between Japan and the kingdoms of Goryeo, which is Korea, and China. Lighthouses play a crucial part in this. Reignite lighthouses to give hope to the people and grow your legend. Pretty cool. Okay, so map-wise, we've managed to clear this nice little section of the island out. I think what is in order for us next, because this is kind of where we wrap up for today. We made some good progress. We finally got that Hiyoshi Pass incident finished. Considering how close we are, I would definitely say what we should probably tackle tomorrow is we'll head back up north go through Hiyoshi Springs. We can upgrade our bow, it looks like. And then we'll knock out the next session here with Sensei Ishikawa, hunting down the traitor. From there, we'll cut west into this location over here in the Jade Hills, clean up anything that we might need to clear up in this fog, and then start working our way back south to make it back to the Golden Temple. Because there's a lot of upgrades, there's a lot of gifts, there's a lot of stuff here at this temple. So that'll be our resupply. Then we could always branch out, finish off Lady Masako's tale for the next part of it, and then I want to head west. Before we head all the way south down to the coast, there's a lot of cool stuff happening out here on the west. So that may be kind of what's next in store for us for the rest of this week. A little loop, a northern loop up here, help Sensei Ishikawa, loop back down, and then return to the Golden Temple. And I hope we can get that accomplished tomorrow. Well, we definitely have some quarters today, but not quite as much as we've had in the last 2 days. So either the combat is was not as difficult today, or I'm getting slightly better, fingers crossed, slightly better at managing the combat. It's such a very satisfying system to play in and resolve. I'm really enjoying it. But that's going to be our stream for today, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'll give you an updated total on donations for tomorrow. We started today at $18. If you can believe it, we're only 2 days into this game and we have $18 in quarters racked up already. So we've had quite a few retries. But we have a few more quarters. Once again, updated total tomorrow. And we are back for the next episode at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good question, Flanagan. There's a difference. This combat system is more satisfying to play. You feel empowered. You feel like a really cool samurai. And like the lethal brutality and the quickness of samurai combat, at least in cinema, really comes across in the way they've executed the controls. Playing the game, the systems handle the way you would think they should, it feels. Whereas The Last of Us was a lot more gritty, a lot more brutal. Especially the way I was playing, the difficulty settings I had. You were very underpowered in every single combat situation. And I think that came across. They're both different. I don't know. I wouldn't want The Last of Us style combat in this game, and I wouldn't want this style combat in The Last of Us. I think they both really served what they were trying to do. And these are really great decisions that game designers, combat designer, all of the game directors go into, and these are decisions that they have to think about, like the timing of the combat and the pace and the rhythm of the exchange of information for the player to process, and then what is the controls that the player's inputting. Like even putting in button lag, if I push an attack button, how quickly, in milliseconds, is there a delay before that reaction is carried out on screen. In The Last of Us, there was a lot of weight to the characters, and that was something that frustrated me because a lot of the combat, there was a few encounters in The Last of Us that really that encouraged speed. But as you saw, if you watched that stream, and I know you did, but if I went to switch weapons, I'm just using the buttons too fast. And she just wouldn't switch weapons, or she would just keep swiping her knife or punching or something. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. There's a delay that they deliberately put in the controls to give your characters a sense of heaviness and realism, I suppose, which really lends itself to that game and that style of combat, barring a few occasions. And the fight with the stage 4 infected in the arcade was one of those occasions. That did not mesh with the controls. They wanted too much twitch shooting and reflexes for that fight, at that difficulty at least, so that didn't mesh for me. But for most of the combat, it worked. In Ghost of Tsushima, it is instantaneous. You push a button, immediate response. And the enemies react just as quickly, and because of that, and the level of difficulty that we have, one wrong button press, or one mistimed button press, and you've lost. There is no recovering. You're done, you have to retry. And that, I think, really lends itself to the feeling of this kind of cinematic samurai combat. Really good question. Really good question. Definitely maybe worth having a conversation about in the future, kind of exploring a little bit more in depth. But it's cool, these systems, and to think about the fact that like all of this stuff is designed. Someone sat down and thought about, okay, what is the timing of combat going to feel like? What are the beats when you're in combat with an opponent? How quickly should the enemies charge in? How much should they not? And then even difficulty variances between playing on normal versus medium and hard and so on. How that experience has changed for the player. I was watching X1N, N1X play through, I don't know if you're still on the channel or not, but I was watching him play through The Last of Us Part 2 on Friday after my long play. And if anyone's still jonesing for some Last of Us 2 action, go check out his stream, X1N, N1X. But it was fun. I was watching him play through it, and he didn't have quite all the settings that I had played through the game with. And watching the combat encounters, they had a completely different feeling than when I had played through the game. And he had a HUD, and he had the crosshairs and everything. And not that there was any difference or takeaway from, like, okay, he's not doing it as hard as I am. That's not what it's about. But just being on different settings, the combat in that game flowed very differently from the combat in my experience. And it's just interesting how little minute settings can make that ripple effect. So, quite frankly, I haven't played this on anything but lethal difficulty, but I almost prefer this game on lethal difficulty. It's not unfair, it's unforgiving, and that's a clear distinction to make. So I can really get behind the combat, and I think if we went into a lower difficulty setting, I feel like the combat would become too button mashy, too button spammy, and you would lose some of that cinematic samurai combat, where two people square off, and it's just like one sword strike, and the fight's done. That comes across beautifully on lethal difficulty. It's unforgiving. Oftentimes you're the one on the wrong end of that fight. But when it works, it works. And we saw, I think, a little bit of that today in the gameplay. So really great question. Something to think about. I love it. But I'll quit rambling here. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for us here for our Tuesday episode of Quarters Without Borders. Remember, this week is an abbreviated week. We have 2 more streams for you. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Working our way through the Ghost of Tsushima on lethal difficulty, raising money for charity and a good cause. One outstanding question, though. I know Mr. Magana is 100% for it, but if anyone else would like to see eventually, it doesn't have to be right away, but eventually another playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2 on the new hardest difficulty settings, whenever those get unleashed or whenever those get released to the public, let me know. I'm not opposed to it, even though I am not looking forward to it particularly. So that does it for me. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. From all of us here at Quarters Without Borders, we are playing today for a better tomorrow, and as always, have a great day and happy gaming.